Okay, I would say hi everybody, but nobody's in my chat. Nobody's in my chat because I went early and I don't want to keep my mother here long talking about some nonsense. So I don't know what AT2 and Denot got going on over there, but somehow AT2 keeps talking about my mother. You keep talking about my mother. You know my mother's ill. You know my mother has cancer, but he says that he's vindicated somehow, V, because you were lying, and now he's vindicated.
I'm
His
lying.
Yeah, that he never said bad things about you. We just lied. Go, just take it away from yourself. What do you say to him?
Listen,
Oh, let
listen.
me ask you this right first. Do you
What?
have cancer? Oh, don't talk about your health.
I told you don't talk about my health. That was the first thing that I was getting ready to say. I had
Okay.
told Sharrell, stop putting my personal business on the internet about my health. The internet don't just stop with them stupid people she arguing with. The internet goes all over the world, and I don't want my personal information out there. So stop asking me about my health.
But you did
But
make a claim a couple years ago,
but
right?
I did let you talk about it initially, okay? But I also have had people that were genuinely concerned about me and my health. Was like Lorraine, that used to be one of our mods, Tracy, Carrier mom, also Andrea, also John Yates. People that have sent me throughout the time without asking any questions, asking me how am I doing, how am I doing with my health. So, and those people care about me from their heart. They're not doing this for clicks and views. So I really don't have time for AT2 and his nonsense. Just, you need to go somewhere and grow up. You argue with Real Entertainment for years because you don't know how to let stuff go. You need to learn how to let stuff go. Go and make your clicks and views some damn where else. Go somewhere and grow up.
But
I'm really
he's
annoyed
saying
with
that
him.
you're lying on his name, that he never talked about you. You never had to address it the first time. He's just, I
I
don't
don't
know.
know what he's saying, but just I feel like Will Smith right now. Keep my damn name out your mouth.
No, you
And
have to address what he's saying. He's saying that he never mentioned your name and that you just made all this up for clicks and views.
it sounds like that's what he's doing, making shit up for clicks and views. You know,
Did he talk about you originally?
he talked about me originally. I heard it. I mean, everybody on the internet heard it. So why is he denying it now?
I don't know. I
So,
don't
that's what I'm
know.
saying. I don't have time for this nonsense. I don't want to be involved in this nonsense. If you want to talk about somebody's mother, talk about your own damn mama. Don't be dragging my name in this stuff no more. I done told Sharrell to stop talking about my health on the internet, and I'm telling you, keep my damn name out your mouth. AT2. I'm
All
talking
right.
to you.
You're very upset at it, and I
Well,
think
because this is just bullshit. I'm tired of it. Just people seem like they just don't never grow up. Don't never grow up on the internet. They just keep on playing games. Clicks and views is the most important thing. Find something else to talk about. Put some real stuff on the internet that somebody might be get some help from. Instead of up here going back and forth about what Sherelle and them did. Let it go. Let it go. And move on.
sorry, Ma,
Now I'm
that I
done
had to
with
do
this
this.
shit.
I know you're mad. I'll clean the rest up. Thank you for speaking your piece. Did you want to? You shouted out John Yates. I want to shout out John Yates because
John Yates has been sending me messages the whole time, and not for clicks and views because he just does it. He sends me random messages different times asking me how am I feeling. Andrea always does it. Lorene, Tracy. I mean, I have friends on the
Karen
internet.
Mom.
Carry your mom. I have friends on the internet that care about my health. They're not doing it for clicks and views. That's why I said, go somewhere, AT2, and grow up. Ain't nobody got time for you and your mess. So I'm
Ugh,
done with this shit. I'm
all
about
right.
okay. I'm
All
done.
right.
Let me go. I'll talk
Okay.
to y'all later.
Love you,
Okay.
Mom. Bye.
All right, bye.
Listen, I'm going to speak from my heart. I had cancer when I was 38 years old. I think it runs in my family because my mother has it. I'm not going to talk in detail about it. She doesn't want me talking about her business because it gets very difficult. Sometimes it's okay, sometimes it's not. You got to go in and out, all the surgeries is not, she just don't want to keep talking about it. It's a very horrible time in your life. Through the grace of God, I survived mine. Um, I don't understand you, AT2. Nobody's brought up your name. You're acting very immature. We don't have time to go back and forth about my mother's cancer. What are you doing? I'm just going to beg you, leave my mother alone. She is fighting for her life. I don't know why you think that that's a good topic and make you make a lot of cash. You have no idea what it's like. Stop talking about my mother. I could sue you and all that other stuff. I don't have the energy and I don't have the time. Stop talking about my mother. I don't have time for a lawsuit. I don't have a time for the back and forth. And you're toying with her name. You just heard her say, leave me alone. If anybody's a cancer survivor out there, y'all know what I'm talking about. Leave my mother alone. She's not lying on you. Out the blue, you decide to make her content. Something's wrong with you. But I have to be here for my mother. I don't have time for this nonsense. Leave my mother alone. Perry, what are your thoughts?
Look, I say this. If they're not and AT2 got a problem, they should go at each other. We did say we no longer going to talk about AT2. We moving on. We tried to do that. Then the not come along and trying to stir the pot by saying that we want to keep talking about AT2. He didn't. And we fabricated this story about V when we knew that AT2 was talking about his mother. And this where the whole thing started. Because a lot of people would say, well, hey, because even though AT2 thing.
Oh, look at this, Perry. This stuff is so ridiculous. This lady in my chat calling my mother a liar. She just told you she heard what AT2 said about it. She spoke on it. We don't have time for these childish games. So let me help you out. Stop calling my mother a liar. Oh my God. Some people just don't get it. Leave her name out your mouth. You don't call my mother a liar who just came on here and told you what happened. Oh my gosh. These people. I hope one day you don't get cancer, ma'am, and that your ass don't have to deal with it, either from yourself or your mother. It's not even like it's, I love my whole family, but this is my mother, my best friend on the planet. She gave birth to me. No one has time for your games. Stay out of my mother's business. Stop mentioning her name. She said she woke up one day and you were talking shit about her. And now you're doing it again. Y'all so childish, so immature. Karma gonna come your way. Karma gonna come your way. You can't treat people like that. Nobody did anything to you, you wacko. You're a sicko. No one did anything to you. You're using my name for clicks and views. You're using my mother's name for clicks and views. Nobody lied on you. You don't exist in my world. I don't talk about you, dream about you, think about you, speak on you. I'm hoping that my mother gets through this. I don't care about an AT2, a person I never met before in real life. I don't care about your beefs and what you got going on. It's so immature. Do not mention my mother's name. The only reason I haven't sued you is because I'm going through a difficult time right now. This is, hard. It's hard. Go ahead, Perry.
Well, no, I would say this, and we ain't sued them because it's not worth the time and money. Look, the only thing we want to do is just you move your way. We had a falling out, and at the end of the day, you can go and say, show a video This is what happened after Christmas. Our issue started before Christmas. And you know this. So nobody got time to play these games with you. After the day, we no longer be talking about this. We're trying to move on. But you know what happened. A week before that, we had the night on to talk about something. You got in your feelings. We supposed to have met on
Very,
Christmas.
and I don't give a
See,
fuck.
but no, I'm just saying,
And I'm gonna
okay,
say this. You send your people over here to call my mother a liar. This is how immature y'all are. Go ahead, Perry, before I lose it.
oh yeah, no, I'm just saying that's where the issue started. Because don't try to switch the narrative like we turned on you. You didn't return my phone calls, multiple calls, going into Christmas. So the hell with a video after Christmas. So fine, we move on. But now for you to keep going and you saying, well, I never said anything. You was upset with us, fussing at us, saying F your mother, your father, and even said some dead parents, you know what I'm saying, which you knew my parents was passed away. But either way, the thing is this, nobody got time to play the games with you. And if you believe in not so much, have them send you the receipts that we fabricated this because we was upset at you. We wouldn't have had no reason to be upset at you, AT2. You stopped answering our calls, remember? Before the 27th. You never addressed that part. And now you want to rehash this whole thing that we moved on from. But at this point, we have to move forward. Me, my wife, and my mother-in-law. No longer keep talking about you. We don't care. That's why it's hard to try to help out people. You get shit like this. The knot came back. Yeah, bad guy. We try to give him an opportunity too. Just, to get some, to be seen, to grow. And then I guess some people don't grow. But I think it's messed up for you to continue want to go throw my wife's name out because it give you some clicks and views. If you're happy about the Knot channel being deleted, if it was deleted, I don't know. And we would have no reason to strike his channel or do anything like that. And if we would have, typically, when somebody strike your shit, their name would be printed on it. So for people who don't know and trying to throw this on us like, oh, that old couple in Vegas doing this. No, you know what? We try to give plenty of people opportunities. Did it work out? No. And we're not going to sit here and bash them for whatever reason it didn't. It just didn't work out. That's why we no longer can really go out there and try to bring nobody on. It's not worth the headaches.
Now, let's talk. So that's for AT2. I think AT2 is doing it for clicks and views and really ain't even mature enough to understand another person's pain or to put yourself in another person's shoes. But if his loved one, I don't know, he don't get along with his family, I don't give a damn. I don't know what they got going on there. Like I said, we don't think about you, talk about you, dream about you. I have too many other responsibilities on my plate to even care. I said what I said, and then I moved on. I never mentioned your name again. I don't care. But stop talking about my mother. You can talk about anybody else. Don't talk about my mother. That is sick. Also, so I said that, got that away. Now let's talk about Janat. I think Janat has some really mental issues, and let me tell you why. He has done every blogger on the internet. He decides that when he wants clicks and views, he'll put your name in the title and just make up stories. That's why he's talking about something. You guys, please don't give me super chats. Well, only you, Renee, because you're like my mother's best friend. Nobody else give me super chats. Please, no super chats. I know, Renee. Renee, can I say who you are? You're my mother's best friend, but can I say who you are? Because they was talking about you the other day. Whatever happened to this person, that person? Anyway, Renee, look, I love you from the bottom of my heart. You know my mother loves you. She's a family friend that cherishes her privacy. If I said who she was, y'all would know right away. So just leave my mother alone. Just leave it alone. It's not nothing to even talk about. Like if I knew that a person was going through the situation, I would just leave it alone. All right. I love you, Renee. Thank you. Nobody else, no more super chats, please. No super chats. Now I was talking about Denard. I really think Denard is dealing with mental health issues. Even before I met Denard, he wants his channel to be so successful so bad that he goes around to the bigger blogs and just lies on them. And I asked him, so I reached out to Denard because I wanted to do a story that he had done on Sean Atwood. And I got a chance to talk to him and ask him these questions like, why do you do this to people? Like, nobody's going to like you. It takes a long time to build up a channel, a long time. It takes one scandal to ruin a channel. So what makes you think, because nobody's giving you he said, no one's giving me attention, no one's putting me on their channel. Nobody owes you anything. I really think he had a horrible childhood. That affects him to this day. And I hate that because sometimes when you're not asked to be born into a situation, unfortunately, it's your responsibility to heal from that situation and move forward. He missed a lot in his childhood, like how to love, just how to love a person, how to be a friend with people. He missed a lot, and you can tell, because if you want to be somebody's friend, you don't start lying on them. From Whack 100, I can just name a blogger and he's talked about him. And I befriended you out of compassion, saying, oh my God, look, look what happens when you're from a broken home. He used to make up lies and talk about he's doing this weekend. Like, his mind works differently than anybody else would think. Anybody in their mindset, well, if I want to be one of the big vloggers or associated with them or come on a person's channel, I wouldn't drag them for filth. You claim that we got your channel taken down. You have so many enemies. You don't know who got your channel taken down. You're living a dangerous life. That's going to backfire on you. To make everybody on the internet your enemy. Now, the last time I said I wasn't mad at you because something's wrong. Something's wrong. You got to work that out, or you're going to have a horrible life. To have everybody name a blog, he's talked about him, and this so-called dragging that he thinks is fun. I'm from Clubhouse. I know how to drag. Nobody does that. You're embarrassing yourself. We tried to give you a chance. We woke up for no reason at all. You were talking about us. We were like, cool, that's over. Keep going. Because I have real life problems. You need help. Mm-hmm. And I'm not saying it in a mean way. You need help to walk around feeling unloved, dealing with your past that you don't even understand yet what happened. This is not how you make money on the internet. It's sad what you're doing. It's going to backfire. You don't know who did anything to your channel. It could be them people from Clubhouse that you love to drag. And I've seen some of that stuff. You were the only one having fun with that. People don't drag other people and lie on other people for fun. You really need some help. And I'm not saying that in a bad way. You need some help. You need some medicine for your mood swings, your depression. Don't forget, you told us too much. We were being very respectful, but not telling your personal business. But you need some medicine and you need a therapist. I understand you can't control the situation that you're born into, but it's your job to fix yourself. You have to fix yourself. Perry, thank you for holding back last night. Go ahead, speak your piece.
No, I just say this though to the people. Like, I want to apologize to the chat for us bringing them on against people saying, no, don't bring them on. But, like, it was a decision, like in life, people aren't perfect. People can make mistakes. And at the time when you talk to him, outside of YouTube seems like a different person.
Mhm.
We wasn't naive to think that he couldn't possibly ever turn on us. We knew this. It's don't happen to us too many times before. But I think that could have been my last time trying to get somebody an opportunity. So if anybody asks, if I don't say nothing, I just don't want to say no. But I'm tired of going through this over and over and over again. Look, nobody did nothing to deny it. That thing with AT2, it was just water under the bridge, it's gone. I'm not trying to rehash it with him or go for it. I know what happened. At the end of the day, he know what happened. And he could never answer the question, talking about AT2, why he never, now he could try to act like it blew up after Christmas. He had an attitude from day one when the knot came on our channel, stopped returning my phone calls and started going on his channel, F your mama, your daddy, and all that. So did he
From
say
a person you know has cancer. I
Right.
say it all the time. Do you
Right.
say it all the time with people with cancer?
Let me clear this up. Did he say V name personally on the thing? No. But if you going at me saying F your mama and daddy, how else I supposed to take it? But either way.
Well, no, wait. Hold on, Perry. Now you got to clear that up.
Hmm?
AT2 had a personal relationship with my mother.
Right. Oh, yeah.
He used to come on all the time. We
He
know
did,
he
right.
wasn't playing, and he knew he wasn't playing.
Oh,
Now
yeah,
he's
no.
trying to act like it was a joke.
No, I'm saying that. No.
Perry,
That's why
no, stop. Because you're making it seem like he just said a casual word. No, he knows my mother personally. He's talked to my mother about her cancer. We knew who the hell you were talking to. The old couple, like we know when you say that, you're talking about us. You're playing some kind of head game, and it needs to stop. Leave my mother alone, or I will be forced to react. So that's your second warning. My mother came on the first time and told you, stop talking about her. You keep doing it. Perry, it just really came across like it was no big deal and all that. And that's not what you.
He know why we upset, and we know because he knew V, and he came across hateful and trying to throw a dig, and it was disrespectful.
And was you joking when you said F Perry's dead family? Something is wrong with you, both of y'all.
And that's what I'm saying. So I'm just saying, no, he meant what he said, and he wanted to get under our skin and throw a dig. But I'm just saying, so at this point, he'll act like it happened after Christmas. It was before that. He's supposed to have met up on Christmas. But either way, with the knot.
I don't even know why you're explaining yourself for AT2. Leave him in the gutter where you found him.
Okay, because a lot of his
he knows. Listen, AT2, you could lie to the whole internet, but I know what you did, and you know what you did. Shame on you. Do not. You're disturbed. You need medicine. You think this shit is fun in your head. Something is wrong with you. This is why no one can befriend you. This is why you will never have a regular life like the rest of us. No one's going to love you acting like that. You need some help. We know what happened to you in your childhood. You need some help.
Right. And, actually, we tried to help him. I mean, well, I'll say help him just by being something normal in his life. But a lot of people aren't appreciative.
Hold on. No one's in the crosshairs of AT2's nonsense. They're both got some deep issues, family issues that started way back. Donat is no better than AT2. Donat needs mental help. He needs medicine. For you to even come on here after my mom just spoke and to say that Donat is in the crosshairs, Donat is a liar. He does things for money. He's a loner because nobody can be around him. Y'all can go to his channel all you want. I don't give a damn. No one took his channel down. But the problem is he has so many enemies, he don't know which one he done pissed off.
Exactly. And see, and that's the thing. But he'll throw out our name just for the clicks and views. And I don't get it. Like, well, I get it. I mean, people unappreciative. And then as soon as they get in the bunch, they try to go on a money grab, throw out a big name out there to try to damage us because we didn't make a big deal when he was throwing shade at us. We just moved on, you know, and stopped responding to him. That what pushed him over. And now he's out here making up all these things that we wanted him to go after this content creator and all this.
This is
It's just
lies. And the
bullshit.
whole internet knows. The only reason I brought up Donat is so he could stop this money grab. Listen, someone says on the top, he's on substances. That would make more sense because his moods are just
All over the place.
all over the place. He just does stuff that makes no sense. None. And then when he realizes, he'll say it was a joke. Like, oh, it was a joke. Now it's just playing. I really do believe that this is true. I think he's on something. So weird. He is weird. But I came on for Donat is so you can quit this money grab. I want anybody who gives you money to know that they're doing it on their own free will because I'm telling you, he's lying. Again, that's sad. He's in New York. He's running out of money. And he'll make up anything to get new money. Instead of working hard to get a channel that brings in enough money, he just does crazy stuff. He's a liar and he's mentally disturbed. Do you argue with the mentally ill?
Yeah.
He has receipts. Well, where are the receipts at? Like, it's so ridiculous. Receipts on what? He has receipts on what, Perry?
Well, he's saying that, he's basically saying that we fabricated the story
What story?
about AT2 saying F your mama and your daddy and all
Oh,
this.
God.
So I'm just saying, like, and trust and believe, people. Ask yourself this. If the not had some receipts, he would have furnished them. And for somebody to go on their channel, yeah, I'm vindicated. Show me some receipts. And at the end
Vindicated
of the
from
day,
what?
that we made this whole big thing up.
Okay, so for you guys that just came in, no one made up anything. My mom came on herself, just rewind the tape, and spoke from her heart. We all know my mother's ill. Stop talking about my mother, AT2. I don't know what you get out of that, if it's a big money maker, but she's really ill. She done told you this twice now. You spoke to her every time. You are doing this intentionally for a money grab, and that's sad. And karma's real. You never know, AT2. You may wake up one day and you got cancer. Anyway, that's all I got to say. I want to see if people are writing long messages. I don't care too much for him. The first time I heard of him was on your platform. He was rude to others. But Sharrell, you need to believe your first impression on people. I never liked AT2 either. They better leave my V alone. The reason I'm crying is because, not because of those two idiots, is that, worst case scenario with cancer is, I don't know how much time I have with my mother. And so every time I'm with her is precious times. Every phone call is precious. And I don't have time for this nonsense because for me, I love my family. My mom's always been a good mom. She's my best friend since the day I was born. I'm very lucky for that. I'll always cherish that. And so, like, this is probably the closest person to me. And so, it's a stressful time for us. It's very stressful. And I'm crying because, you just never know what the future holds. And so I don't have time for your nonsense. I want nothing to do with both of y'all. Y'all go back and forth and act like two children as long as you want. Just leave my mother's name out of it. It's shame on you to not lying for money grabs. Something's wrong with you. Yeah. You need help. Yeah, AT2 doesn't know. He doesn't need medicine, but AT2 needs to know when to drag somebody and when not to. And cancer's the time that you don't. Just leave them alone.
Yeah, I don't know. I just think that with something like this, it's okay to come out to me and Sharrell, but I think people do it for us to respond. Or I don't know, it's like some crazy shit. We ain't got to rehash nothing that's been happening shit 6 months ago. But I guess for some people they want to just keep doing it. And at this point, the hell with the not, the hell with AT2 again. The thing is just we don't want to be your friend.
Yeah. No.
And we ain't gonna be putting your name in our titles just to
It's
go
sad.
back and forth with you neither, right?
And that's why I had to do this video this time, because they're not just looking for money. AT2, he's immature. AT2 is very immature. If somebody's mother said that they offended me, I would leave it alone. If I thought I offended someone that's in the battle of their life, you leave it alone. If I were you, I probably would apologize for the whole damn thing and just say to her, Miss V, I didn't mean that way. But you don't want to confront her, AT2, because your ass is dead ass wrong. Karma's real. I hope you don't wake up one day dealing with this deadly disease. I saw y'all in the comments. I know a lot, once you get our age, the chances of you either getting it yourself rises or dealing with a loved one that has it rises. And it's probably, it's just not, I always tell you, I'm going through one of the hardest times of my life. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. But none of the other bloggers do this. Only AT2 and only Dana. They have no morals.
Yep. And that's what it's all about, because there's no reason. Now, he could have been happy because the not got his channel gone, if it's gone. That's still in the air for me. But for people to assume and keep throwing out, Sharrell got my channel taken down. Where's the proof? Where's the proof? Sometimes you get to prove shit. And with AT2, he's a manipulator and he's a coward. And I say that from the standpoint because we ain't got to say shit to the chat. He and I both know what happened to our relationship and why. He just refused to say it. But that's fine, because I'm grown enough to move the fuck on.
You guys that are just entering the chat, please rewind. My mother will tell you for herself. I even hate that I had to bring her on, but it's upsetting her that AT2 keeps lying on her. It's upsetting her. And so she wanted to come on, and it is what it is. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. I don't even have time to sue you because, I have a lot of responsibilities. If it wasn't for Perry, I don't know where I would be right now. I'm talking about emotionally, not his money. I'm talking about emotionally. I'm the oldest in my family. And so, I welcome responsibilities and I understand what my job is. But you do help me a lot, Perry, because I don't know if I could have went through this alone by myself.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, thank y'all all. I see y'all. Yeah, I'm not even, so my mom made the mistake earlier of being honest with everyone. Mom, I'm not talking about you. I'm just going over what was said. She told people, she was sick. And some people like AT2 took it as a weakness and then started talking about it. And it's not like he doesn't know my mother. So my mother so AT2 was accused of putting his hands on children. My mother went to bat for AT2. I still have the video. Type in the word Freckles, Sharrell's World Freckles. My mom brought a therapist on and she rode hard for AT2. She rode hard for AT2. And for him to do her like this is a shame. Y'all could think whatever y'all want. My mother had a personal relationship with AT2. And she told everybody he didn't do this. I stood up for him. She stood up for him. And so for him to do her like that makes no sense. You could say he's immature if you want to. or you can just shake your head in shame. Anyway, I feel like I owe people a lot. Hold on, somebody told me to.
Huh?
Here it is. Sorry, Kimmy, I don't know you. People are in the chat saying you don't belong here, so please, we have to remove you. And I want to thank you guys, everybody, especially John Yates. The reason we keep mentioning John Yates is I think John Yates' mother, I think John Yates' mother passed away from cancer. And like we used to argue and go back and forth, and he said the N-word and all this stuff. But when you're weak, like I am right now, your true friends show up. John has been so kind to my mother that all that other stuff doesn't matter anymore. When you get sick, all that stuff doesn't matter. It doesn't matter anymore. It's water under the bridge. You know what's really important and who your people are. John just talked to my mother the other day, and so I have nothing against John. John's been a good friend. I gotta go because I don't like crying on camera, but
Yeah.
thank you, John Yates. We love you. Thank you. All that stuff is water under the bridge because, you never know when, you never know. Perry, say something so I can go.
Well, look, I was just gonna say this. We just wanted to come and clear the air because basically last night this shit just popped up. I see where these sides coming, trying to muddy the waters to have other content creators turn against us with some bullshit, like we fabricated this or not. It's not true. But I will say this, and because we're not gonna keep going back and forth with this whole thing. That's what they want us to do. But we feel like we owe it to our people who follow us to give them an explanation to let them know what's going on. But after this video, that's it. They can go and make 2 or 3 more. There's no need to respond. They just need to grow up. And I think I need to grow up too and stop responding to their bullshit. And, just move on and stop being so kind and want to help out everybody. I got to stop that.
Yeah. So everybody, thanks again. My mother don't want us talking about it because that's her wish. Just we gonna quit talking about it, and all the people reaching out to her personally, we appreciate it. And it's in God's hands. You never know. I never know. You never know when it's your time. You just never know. But people like Lily, you've been
A ride or die. Yeah.
Lily. Like I've got some real faithful subscribers / friends. Bonji, we love you. We love you, Bonji. T Love, we love you. Y'all, thank you. And now it ain't no more to say. After a while, there's no more. So if you want to keep playing games with me, you're going to force me to do something I don't want to do. Because I'm telling you right now, it's one of the worst times in my life. Please leave me alone. I don't even have time about other bloggers. What are you just making shit up?
Right. That's the plan. Like, to see what they doing to other bloggers? Come on. If somebody got receipts, they'll show it. And did not bring up, oh, they wanted me to go after this blogger when you the one said that he had a problem with this blogger in court, and now he's trying to switch it on us. But whatever, it is what it is.
Thank you. I see your prayers in the chat, and I know you are worried about her. But a person has the right to handle things the way they want to handle it. She was open, that backfired on her, and I wouldn't be open again about it. Some people use your sickness as a weakness. It's sad. So there we go. The next time, if it ever happens again, they're going to force me to react, and then I'll let y'all know if I reacted. All right. I love you guys. Thank you. Talk to you later.
All right. Bye, everybody.